My manager pulled me into his office and said, "You're going to lie for me about Tuesday." I froze, my stomach sinking, as I realized the weight of what he was asking. People don't say things like that for good reasons. I closed the door anyway and sat down across from him. He wasn't angry. He wasn't even tense. He just looked controlled. Too controlled. "Jordan," he said, folding his hands, "last Tuesday you and I were at the D&I seminar in Stanford all day. I need you to confirm that when Ms. Rivera asks." For a second I honestly thought he was joking, but his eyes didn't move. They didn't blink. "Adrian, no. You left at noon," I said. I signed for a package after you walked out." He exhaled sharply through his nose, almost a laugh, but not really. "Jordan," he said quietly, "if you don't back me on this, I'll have to tell Rivera you botched the Crestline pitch prep. And she'll believe me. Not you." There it was. No yelling, no threats, just a trap disguised as a conversation. I felt heat rise behind my eyes, the kind you feel when something's unfair, but you can't do anything about it. I hated that he saw it. I hated that he waited for me to break, and I did. "Okay," I whispered. "We were in Stanford." He smiled, relieved, like it was no big deal, but it was to me. The next few days were awful. I couldn't focus. I kept replaying the conversation in my head, wondering if I'd imagined how wrong it felt. Every so often, Adrian would stop by my desk with these quiet reminders. "Don't forget about Tuesday. We need to stay consistent. I'm counting on you." By Thursday night, I couldn't sleep from the stress. I wasn't protecting him. I was protecting his lie, and I hated myself for it. Friday morning, the emergency board meeting was announced. And when I walked into the room, my heart nearly stopped. Adrian looked nervous. I'd never seen that before. Ms. Rivera sat at the head of the table, and beside her was Dr. May Park, Crestline Group's consultant. She had a calmness about her that was almost unsettling, like she already had the answers to questions no one had asked yet. "Adrian," Ms. Rivera began, "there's an unexplained gap in Tuesday afternoon's timeline for the algorithm delivery." Adrian cleared his throat. "I was at the Stanford seminar. Jordan was with me." All eyes turned toward me, and I swear, I could hear my own heartbeat. Dr. Park asked gently, not accusingly, "Jordan, is that accurate?" Adrian's foot tapped under the table. Once, twice. I could feel him silently begging me to lie. But in that moment, I just got tired. Tired of being scared. Tired of covering for someone who wouldn't hesitate to destroy me. Tired of feeling small. I took a breath. "No," I said quietly. "He left at noon. We were never in Stanford." Adrian snapped. "Jordan, what the hell?" But Dr. Park raised a hand and he fell silent. Not because she threatened him, but because she looked at him the way a parent looks at a kid who's already been caught. "Adrian," she said calmly, "we know where you were. Riverside Cafe, meeting with 2 Nexus Corp managers." His face went white. "You shared internal documents with them," she continued. "That's why you needed an alibi. We have the timestamps, the cafe footage, and emails." Adrian's shoulders dropped. Completely. Like he'd been deflated. No FBI twist, no dramatic reveal, just evidence. Real, boring, undeniable evidence. For the first time, he looked scared. Miss Rivera dismissed me from the room, and as I stepped out into the hallway, I felt this strange mix of exhaustion and relief wash over me. I hadn't been brave. Not really. I just finally told the truth, but sometimes, that's enough.